I get a kick out of that. Entomology versus etymology. If you like entomology, you like ants and other six-legged creatures, i.e., the study of insects. From the Greek, entomon, insects, and logia, the study, hence the study of insects. Etymology is a study of words history. From the Greek, etymon equals true sense and logos, word. How do I remember the difference? Ent is for ants. Et is for eating, and that's what my mouth does a lot. Now, don't you feel smarter? No? I have said all this to talk about the origin or etymology of the phrase, I get a kick out of that. Etymologists dig into the past to find out when and where a word or phrase first began to appear. Remember, entomologists dig into anthills. We have our modern word usage that Merriam-Webster Dictionary tells us the term kick can mean a pleasurable or stimulating effect or experience or pursuit of an absorbing or obsessive new interest. That usage came from the 1930s when Cole Porter wrote a song entitled, I Get a Kick Out of You. If you dig deeper, you will find the word kick meant fashion around 1700. If you go way back to 1530, you will find the word is the Middle English kickin'. By now, the average person has lost interest in this article and moved on. This is not their cup of tea. Cup of tea. Now, isn't that an interesting phrase? I wonder where... Whoa. Put on the brakes. You've already lost most of the audience. Don't lose the rest. Here's the payoff for those of you who have stuck it out. What do I get a kick out of? Humor. Things that are funny. Why? I like the feeling I get from laughing. Either laughing to myself or uproariously out loud for all the world to hear. What do I get from laughing? Endorphins. Lots of endorphins. My pituitary glands gush them when I laugh. Not just mine, but yours too. But if that is true, shouldn't the Bible say something about it? You bet it does. Tucked away right in the middle of the book of Proverbs, Solomon tells us, a joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Proverbs 17:22. Researchers are finding out today that Solomon told us 3,000 years ago. Laughing, joy, happiness, bliss, cheer, delight, elation, humor, felicity, mirth, and rejoicing are good. And I mean good for you. Studies show it can lower stress levels, thereby helping ease symptoms of depression, improve your self-image, contribute to weight loss. For my own personal use, humor improves memory. Stress is a memory killer. Think about it. You can't remember something. You stress out over it. Think, and still you can't remember. Try not thinking about it and have a good laugh. Studies show that a low-stress atmosphere greatly improves our ability to remember. Here's a little secret. Right in the middle of a sermon, I will often throw in an ill-fated bit of humor. Why? If you laugh, smile, guffaw, or giggle, you greatly increase your chances of remembering what was talked about. And you thought I was a natural comedian. Now, to be sure, laughing isn't the answer to all of life's ills. To think that is to fall into the same trap that Solomon succumbed to. We read in Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verses 1 through 3, I said in my heart, come now, I will test you with pleasure. Enjoy yourself. But behold, this also was vanity. I said of laughter, it is mad, and of pleasure, what use is it? I search with my heart how to cheer my body with wine, my heart still guiding me with wisdom, and how to lay hold on folly, till I might see what was good for the children of man to do under heaven during the few days of their life. There must be a balance. As Solomon tells us moments later in Ecclesiastes 3:1, for everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. In Ecclesiastes 3:4, a time to weep and a time to laugh, and a time to mourn and a time to dance. Even a good cry, researchers tell us, will release, you guessed it, more endorphins. Imagine that. I wonder if laughing till you cry is a double dose. For those of you who made it all the way to the end, here's a bonus. A few of my favorites that are left on the cutting room floor that won't make it into a sermon. I hope you get a kick out of them. That gushing feeling you get when you're reading these is no doubt a good dose of medicine for what ails you. Enjoy and be happy. I knew a guy who wrote a song about a tortilla. Actually, it was more of a rap. Bill asked his friend Ted, if you were stranded on a desert island and had only 3 records, what would they be? Ted replied, the long-distance swimming one would be good. A friend of mine has a PhD in English grammar. He told me last week he went to see The Whom. I conducted an orchestra the other day. It was more fun than you can shake a stick at. I went to see an orchestra play in Bermuda. It was great until the guy playing the triangle disappeared. I don't like country music, but I don't like to denigrate those who do. And for those who like country music, denigrate means put down. Fred asked, how late does the band play? Ed replied, about half a beat behind the drummer. What do a cello and a lawsuit have in common? Everybody is happy when the case is closed. Now, don't you feel better already? And smarter, too. And those are our thoughts for today.